Hi, in this video we are going to cover the topic the framework for health and safety management. This is a part of NEBOSH International General Certification IG1 syllabus in the new and IGC1 of the old. So it is under the topic Foundation of Health and Safety. So now we are going to discuss what are the frameworks for the health and safety management. So first, why we require a health and safety management. The primary reason is the legal reason. So the health and safety should be addressed as important as production, sales, or purchase within an organization. So health and safety is no less important than other part of management and must be attended with a systematic arrangement. So how this arrangement should be made. So the starting point is the safety policy. So a safety policy must have a clear formal statement and must involve internal organization and arrangement. And also it must be monitored and reviewed continually to ensure that they provide the level of protection as demanded by the law. So this monitoring and reviewing makes this monitoring and reviewing makes it dynamic. So now we will see the health and safety management system elements. So the several organization has published the similar standards on health and safety like OSHA's 18001, ILO OSH 2001. So the key elements are same like the other management systems, which includes the policy, organizing, planning and implementation, measuring performance, reviewing the performance, and auditing. So now we will discuss each one individually. So now we are going to discuss the policy. So safety policy is the primary commitment of organization at all level of organization, particularly at the top. So the clear objective and target should be set for dealing with health and safety issues. They form the basis on which management, organization, and implementation is based. So, a policy is a formal statement or a commitment from the top management to carry out the health and safety within an organization. The next a key element of the management system is organizing. So, to carry out the or to implement the health and safety standards, we need organization. So the organization includes roles and responsibilities for the health and safety from the top management to the shop floor personnel within an organization along with the duties assigned. It may include organizational duty as required by law. For example, safety committee meeting must be organized within an organization uh, as per the law. So they form the basis on which management, organization, and implementation is based. So a safety formulation of the safety committee is one of the example. So basically, it involves the formulation of the management organization as per the law, which is the minimum requirement, and also the roles and responsibilities and the duties assigned to the various level of the management. So the next element of the management system is planning and implementation. So this refers to the detailed specification of health and safety standards to be applied in all areas and all aspects of the work, and the measures taken to ensure their effectiveness. The central idea to this is the risk assessment. So once the risk assessment has been conducted, the control measures uh, to mitigate the risk are like training, management control, like work permit system, then group and individual protective measures. This all are this all aims to mitigate the risk. So the risk assessment is carried out and the risk mitigation plans are implemented and checked to ensure their effectiveness. For example, the hierarchy of the control as we saw. The next element of the management system is the evaluation. So it means monitoring, measuring, and reviewing the performance. So the monitoring involves tracking of the near misses, accident investigation, accident and incidents, then conducting the inspections. The measuring involves setting up of key performance indicator to achieve the target, and reviewing the performance means systematic management review of the effectiveness of the current arrangement. So there must be a system to track the near misses, to monitor the accident and investigation, and the systematic addressing of the accident and incidents, then conducting the inspection, then measuring means that the key performance indicator must be set to achieve the target, and reviewing the performance means the review of the effectiveness of the current arrangement, whether they are working effectively or not. So we will see it in details. So for example, here in the this is the objectives and targets and of the health and safety. So this is an example of a construction industry, and here we can see that the after the risk assessment, the hazards has been identified and the objectives and the targets have been set. So the first column is the description of the objectives. So for example, we can see the fall prevention, scaffolding, excavation, lifting accessories. These are the areas of the areas within an construction industry. For this example, we are taking the construction industry. So these are the key elements, or we can say these are the hazards prevailing in the industry. So the targets and dates have been assigned, how to achieve or to mitigate this type of risk, and the process tools. Uh, the process tools involves the management system that is prevailing in the industry, and the performance indicator is the self-assessment and verification assessment. Responsibilities are assigned to the site managers, then status is also been monitored. So similarly in the HS5 we can see no fatal accident, no lost time injury. This is our target objective. So the target is no fatal accident on the project, no lost time accident during the period of 3 lakh man-hour work. Process and tools are the planning which has been uh, made to mitigate or to achieve this objective, like site accident investigation, uh, monitoring, and the performance indicator is the accident report, and responsibilities have been assigned to the site management, subcontractor management, and the status is being monitored. So this is just a overview of the objectives and targets of the health and safety management system. So now we will see the action for improvement. So this is the another element of the management system. So the action for improvement means any defect that has been identified by the review process must be set right by making changes either in the policy or the organization or the arrangements for the implementation. So organization includes uh, allocation of the resources and roles and responsibilities. Then arrangement means the setting up of inspection system or setting up of risk control measures. So now we will discuss planning and implementation. So this refers to the detailed specification of health and safety standards to be applied in all areas and all aspects of the work and the measure taken to ensure their effectiveness. So we saw that the planning, the central idea to this planning is the risk assessment and its hierarchy of controls to mitigate the risk by training, then by management control like work permit system. So this must be planned prior to ensure that they are being the arrangements have been made and they are being implemented. So next is the auditing. So the next key element of the management system is the auditing. So this is the process of collecting independent information on efficiency, effectiveness, and reliability of the total safety system in an organization. So one important thing for the auditing is that for the auditing to be successful, there must be a system in place. So the health and safety management system must be in place, uh, and the quantification, or we can say that the monitoring process should be there so that it can be audited. Now the next element is the continual improvement. So what do we mean by the continual improvement? So the arrangement must be made for continual improvement of all elements of OHS management system. So the elements of the OHS management systems are, as we saw, the policy, arrangements, planning and implementation. All these things must be subjected to continual improvement. The performance should not only be measured from the internal data source, but also from the outside to set the benchmark. So the benchmarking is the uh, target of the continual improvement.